Hi everyone, Mr. McCarthy here, going over the next project with you, the marketing campaign. So what is a marketing campaign? A marketing campaign can be anything that includes like video, print, radio commercials, posters, billboards, you name it. And we do marketing campaigns to sell a product or a person's image, promote a movie, promote a new album, or in this case, to get a very important point across to someone um, that is in need. So the company that we're actually working on right now, it's not a company, it's a nonprofit organization, but they are called Safe to Say Something. And Safe to Say Something was something that was created to help others, help themselves, and help other people from things like bullying, violence, threats, things of that nature. So we're going to try to promote the awareness for this app, website, and phone number. Okay. Moving on, I'm going to scroll through the website right now, kind of go over the whole entire thing with you, and then we'll break it down a little bit more to show you exactly what you need to get done. So you go right to the website, go to Marketing Period 3, right here, Section 7, Level 1, Marketing Campaign. And this breaks down what your goal is, what your objective, and what the whole project's about. So, depending on what level you're in, if you're a level 1 student, you're going to make a poster. And you're also going to use a template that I gave you to create a neat little social media campaign that you can put into the little phone template and take some photos. Level 2, returning students, whether you're at home, you're going to be doing a radio spot, a 60-second radio commercial. And then the level 2 students that are actually coming into class are doing a video. They're going to work in groups and they're going to make a commercial, which is probably about 2 to 3 minutes long. So if we scroll down here, here's a wealth of information that kind of goes over what the whole Safe to Say Something program is all about, along with a great video that explains everything. Now, what you should be doing is watching both of these. And there's actually in Schoology, there's a quiz that you should take that kind of checks to see if you are understanding all the information that's being given to you. And then you'll also see in Schoology there's a second part, which is asking what your topic is. So when you go into the Safe to Say app, you'll see a list of topics under the What's Report section. Then you're going to answer just a few questions: why you chose the topic, what things are you going to need to promote it. So you'll see once you go into the app what the choices are. Now, for new and returning students, this is everybody. You're going to come up with a marketing strategy. Okay, you're going to form in groups for the students that are coming into class for a way to promote the program. Now, new students obviously can't do that because you're at home, but you can work as a one-person marketing campaign, marketing department, and come up with a really good idea. So there's some really good videos in this section. If you click on here, it will take you to a lecture on how to create a marketing campaign. And you see, as usual, we have the whole list of vocabulary, steps of the creative process, and then right here is the video on ways to create your brainstorm ideas. Okay, so let's jump back. So new students, you're going to kind of coordinate and figure out what your presentation is going to be. Now you're going to need to take photos with your smartphone, or if you have a phone or a camera of any sort that you can take those pictures with. So let's say you pick bullying. So maybe that's something where you can get your friends involved, have them over, or a family member, and that you can take photos to do an enactment of maybe someone getting intimidated or bullied, and you can use those images. You may also use images from Google. Say, for example, you wanted to talk about maybe the topic of threats at schools. Well, obviously you can't be at school, so you can go on Google Images and find pictures of a school or a hallway with lockers. So as long as you find a picture on Google, you can use it with your photographs that you took. I don't want it to be just all photographs that you just took from Google Images, okay? So you're really going to start to figure out what your idea is, what you're going to be working on, and then we're going to move on to the next step. So here you'll see where the returning students that are in class are going to create a video public service announcement, or PSA for short. Returning students are going to make a 60-second radio commercial. So both of you, both in class and virtual, are going to need to either come up with a script or a storyboard, which we have those templates available to you. Okay, so we'll scroll down here, and this is the big part, is first year students are going to create posts for social media ads and create a poster. I will give you some really good examples and how to lay out your poster, so stay tuned for that. But this is right now, we're just kind of scrolling through and going through all the instructions. So you're going to pick a template at the bottom of the screen, and you're going to use the social media template, and you're going to also make a poster. So here's the big thing, very specific instructions here, okay, for your poster. It needs to be what's called tabloid size, which is 11 by 17. I'll show you how to do that using Google Drawing. Now, if you're good with Photoshop, feel free to use Photoshop or any other app that you would use. Some people even use Microsoft Word or even PowerPoint. Personally, though, I do like the Google Drawing a little bit better. I just have a little bit more flexibility with it. So you're also going to come up with a tagline or what we call a slogan for the Safe to Say. Like, you can be the one that makes the difference. Just like Nike has Just Do It, you will come up with a slogan appropriate to the topic that you chose. Okay. And it should also have a link to the website and the phone number. So everybody's going to download the app. It's free. It doesn't track you. And you're going to be able to go in and get all that information that you need. So now we'll get to the bottom here. Here's something optional I gave you. It's a project plan that you can open on your own. And it's actually a really fun, not fun, I guess not, but it's a good, helpful tool. This is actually for the storyboarding, as you can see here. So some of you can download that. And if you go down to the project plan here, it will actually download this Word document. And then that'll open up in a second. And you'll see right here, what is your idea or theme for the project? Is it a positive or negative campaign? Are you going to be positive and say, if you help, you can really help other people by getting involved? Or is it negative? Like, well, it's a shame that you saw this happen and you didn't know anything and bad things happened because of that result. So you can choose whether or not to do positive or negative. And then you need to say to yourself, well, what resources am I going to use? Okay. Is there anything you need from me to get this project done? So this is, like I said, it's optional. You can use that. I just showed you the storyboard template. Here's a link to the Safe to Say website. Gives you a lot of information that you could use there. Now, also, this is just a cool little reference on all the different sizes that people use in social media to put advertisements in. So if you ever go on a game or a website, you'll see all these different banner sizes, and we call them banners for banner advertisements. You'll see these on the web, on your phone, on your tablet. So these are some just very common sizes that are used. So when you do come up with a social media advertisement, it's not just one size you're trying to come up with, it's multiple. So I'm just trying to show you, the different sizes and things you need to consider when doing that. So this is the last thing I'm going to show you is you're going to take your photos and put them in here and also these other 5 areas. So you may actually have to go and change your photos around. Obviously, if this is a long banner, a picture that's square may not fit in here. So you have to be aware that you may have to take your picture a few different ways. Now, in some cases, you might luck out and you may be able to crop it. But I will show you how to use that template and come up with that idea in the next set of videos in the playlist. So I know it's a lot of stuff, but this industry is complicated. There's a lot of stuff to cover, a lot of information to look at. So this is a big project, but everything you need is right here. So you just got to really jump in and spend that time digging through and researching and doing everything. It's not just like regular homework where you see the assignment, you just jump in and you do it. Okay. So what you're supposed to do first is come up with your idea by downloading the app, do the quiz that's in Schoology, and also fill out that 5-question questionnaire on what your topic is. And then we'll go from there.